I think I ought to expand a little bit on the last video when I touched on the IRS 30-day wash rule. I just took it for granted that everybody would understand that the premiums received are classified as capital gains, not just like if you trade a stock and sell it at a higher price than you bought it for, that's a capital gain. So basically, you take the premiums that accumulate over time, and you subtract the any capital loss in the stock. And honestly, that math is way beyond me. Back in 2005, which I think is the first year I got into selling stock options pretty heavy, and this was before the IRS mandated that the brokers provide the calculations you needed to file taxes. And so I had to do all that manually. It took me about 30 hours to do that. And was it accurate? Man, I don't know. And I don't guess that the IRS knew either. I don't know. I think it was. But the detail, it was about a 1/4-inch stack of paper that I sent in my tax return showing how I calculated my capital gain or loss. Now, of course, you've got TurboTax, your broker, and I'm speaking now for Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade. I've had accounts with all those companies. Anyway, they provide a download that populates TurboTax, just snap. And that's worth the $75 it takes for the premium version of TurboTax that's capable of doing that. But my point here, I guess, is to say that people, you cannot look at selling option contracts like you do with trading stock. There you had a transaction, you had a cost basis, sold it for X amount, you made or lost X amount of money. Very simple. But with selling option contracts, it's the ongoing revenue stream. So the only practical way to measure my success is to see if I can increase the number of contracts I can cover, and if I can maintain or increase my revenue stream. Now, if I needed to take money out, the best time to do that is when the market's down, which is opposite the way you do if you were investing in stock. The reason for that is it takes less money to cover the contracts. So that's the best time. When the stock prices rise, that's the worst time to take money out, because basically it's already tough to cover the rise in stock prices and keeping the same number of contracts sold. So anyway, my background today is Geeky Gary. It's a toy somebody gave me for Christmas, and that's a picture of it. It's a little small thing about this big. Okay, I guess that's got it. Please use the comments to ask questions, and it'll help me direct where these videos head. It takes time to make them. It takes time for you to watch them. So I'd like to think that we're getting something done. Both of us. If you haven't subscribed, I would ask you to do that. If you like this video, click on like. And there's a lot of links down in the description section, particularly on the transaction set, which is the documentation of my business model that I've been using now for over a decade. Have a good day, and it's only 1:51, so we still got another hour and something to go in this trading day. So we'll see where it heads.